Welcome to Nissan Arena for round 12 in the HART Sapphire Series for 2021. It's a Sunday session to talk about. We have got 4 matches on to the coverage today. The first up today, Brisbane North Cougars, 11-0, first place, taking on the USQ Jets, sitting in third, 9-2. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by someone I haven't commentated with for a while, Hannah Davies. Welcome back to the mic with me.
Good morning. Yeah, I've had a few weeks off, but I'm raring to go.
Boy, have we got some matches today. We've got 4 games on. We've got of course, the Cougars taking on the USQ Jets. Then we've got the Rays taking on QUT. Carina Leagues Club Tigers taking on the Wildcats. And the last one today at 4, Thunder versus Bull Sharks. That match, those matches there, they should really determine the 4 almost.
Yeah, look, there's some huge games, particularly this afternoon at 4 p.m, the Thunder versus the Bull Shark. That's probably the one to watch of all the games, 4 versus 5, but of course today is 1v2, so it could be a grand final preview, we'll see. Yeah,
Cougars 181 points, USQ Jets 150, so this should be a great match. Last time these two met was back in round 3, Cougars 67, Jets 48. So let's look at the lineups. We'll start, of course, with the Brisbane North Cougars side. That's Martina Rikas, the shooter, Riley Holland, the captain and goal attack, Lisa Maimai, the wing attack, Macy Gardner is the centre, Vivian Fitzpatrick, the wing defence, Naomi Fitzpatrick's sister is the goal defence, Remy Camo is the goalkeeper. That leaves a bench of Nuata Lossa, Isabel Shearer, and Bianca Catalini comes back into the side. She hasn't played for them for a little while. Coached by Liz White, Amanda Vanderwall, the assistant, and Natalie Jarrett is the manager. There's the Jet side. Again, they have only used 10 players all season, and they start again with Charlie Bell, GS, Beryl Friday, goal attack, Steph O'Brien, captain and wing attack, Brooke Hams is the centre, Caitlin Pollock is the wing defence, Shavern Shawlaw moves to GD, she is also one of the captains, Bridie Condren is the goalkeeper, McKeely Hott, Abigail Houston and Lily Cubby make up the bench. Tracy Jeans Fraser, the coach, the assistant, Nicole Grant, and Ashley Pollock is the manager. So this should be an absolute belter of a match. I'd just like to take this opportunity as we're getting close to the start of the game to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this great game is taking place, the Turrbal and the Jagera people, and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching today. It is NAIDOC week this week, and there's the Jets in their Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander uniform, their Indigenous uniform. So what are your thoughts on this one, Hannah D?
Look, I'm expecting the Cougars to take it out again. Last time's score was pretty rough for the Jets, so that there'll definitely be no love lost between these two sides. The Cougars, of course, do have a big out in Ruby Berkwell-Doran. She, of course, made her Super Netball debut last weekend with the Firebirds, which is awesome for her, but it does leave a bit of a hole for the Cougars in that goal defence position.
And of course Mia Stour is also in the bubble down there with the Firebirds, so she's out as well. So they've missed they missed her last week because of a thumb injury, and then she's gone into the bubble for the Firebirds. So we're underway. The umpires for this one, it should be an absolute belter. Carol Winterbaum and Claire Johnson, and first ball is with the Cougars. So did you give me a score prediction, or what are you just going to sit on the fence?
Cougars by 10.
Cougars by 10?
No, never sit on the fence, Dave.
So never sit on the fence.
Nope. But there's Bridie Condren early.
Indeed.
Intercept.
The Jets today, they really need this one. They had a shock loss against QUT last week. They expected to win that one. They led till about the 59th minute. And, they just will be looking at this one to get back on track. And if ever they're going to beat the Cougars, today's the day. So I tip them by 27.
27? That's a huge win.
Love the Jets.
I don't know if the Jets are going to... Wait, are you saying Jets by 27?
Jets by 27.
Oh, my goodness.
So Charlie Bell gets goal number 336 for the season. She's 335 out of 398 at 84% coming into this one. So she gets the first one for the Cougars. So
they're certainly the most consistent lineup, though, the Jets. And come finals, when the pressure's on, that can only be an advantage to them.
Well, they'd have to know where everyone plays. So like Tracy Jeans Fraser trials out the different combinations. He mixes up the starting line, like McKeely Hawk sitting on the bench today. Caitlin Pollock's got the start, so that's unusual in that. But, you know, she's obviously got faith in the team and depth of the team, and it's on display here today.
So Beryl Friday with ball in hand goes back. And there they are. O'Brien feeds into Bell. Can't get her hands around it, so Gardner swings it down for the Cougars.
So, of course, you can join us on the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page, and you can drop us a comment. You can say good day to Hannah. She hasn't been around for a couple of weeks with me, so see what she's up to. And, of course, tell us where you're watching from. We love seeing people from overseas. Drop us a line. and that is on the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page.
So Holland lines up just inside super shot territory. Flicks over to Rika's. She didn't quite have her eyes up for that one, though. I think she was expecting Holland to take the shot.
Miscommunication there, but great transition here by the Jets as they bring it down the court. We'll try and keep you up to date with the live ladder. Of course, as the games go on, we'll keep updating that. So, because this weekend, it kind of sets up the Final Four, doesn't it? Like, it's only 2 rounds to go after this.
Oh, it absolutely does. And, yeah, the final, we've got a Final 3 already, I think. We're pretty set in stone. But that 4th position is going to be highly contested.
If Tigers beat Wildcats, they're in the hunt. And then we've got the Thunder and the Bull Sharks playing off at 4. That's going to be a big game for both those two clubs. Only 2 points separated them on the ladder, which is really 1/4 of netball when you boil it down to that.
So Holland blocked by the hands of Condren, but she'll get the obstruction call there. So this time goes for the shot and sinks it. So that's Cougars 2, Jets 3.
Holland from range doesn't usually shoot that far out, but
she doesn't know. But they are missing Mia Stour, who is their go-to long-distance shooter. So I'd say that she'll be stepping into that role today.
Charlie Bell gets another one back. Jets hanging on this 4-2 lead. And, quick, fast. That's a nice centre pass move there. A CPA, as they call it in the coaching ranks.
It's a great strong hold there from Rika's.
So 4-3. Nothing in this one thus far. 1 turnover's the difference at present. So, where do you think this, like the matchup? Like if Kamo can handle Bell, do you see that's where the Cougars win it? Or is it in the mids? What do you think?
Look, I almost think it might be with Naomi Fitzpatrick in goal defence and Beryl Friday, just because she's probably the most unfamiliar at this level. So if she can really wear down Beryl Friday and get them to bring on Cubby, I think that could be a really interesting matchup there.
Condren again with the swat out of Rika's hands. This time she's too close. So umpire deemed that one a little too close. And the goal goes the way of the Cougars. Cougars coming from behind in this one. Amelia held ball there. Beryl Friday with it. Back to Hams. Looks in. Oh, nice hold there by Bell.
And that's a great confidence shot there from Bell. She just means business every time she steps on court.
She looks particularly focused today. So, has had a great season, as I said, coming into this one, 335 out of 398. She's scored the most goals of anyone in the comp. So that is a great stat to have.
You could definitely say that she's the Janelle Fowler of the Sapphire Series.
You could indeed. So both tall young women who shoot brilliantly. So 6-5, difference of 1. What a Sunday we have, Hannah.
4 huge games.
Indeed.
It's so exciting to be leading up to the weeks of finals. We wait all season for it, really.
2 rounds to go, then semis, and then the big GF. So very exciting time. So 7-5. Cougars looking to respond through Macy. She throws it away. Fitzpatrick.
And there we go. That's that defensive pressure I was speaking about between that matchup of Friday and Fitzpatrick there. So Friday's just won the battle early there.
So Hams with it, looks in, finds Bell again. And this time it's an obstruction call. That'll make it easier for her. Oh, outside the circle. So take 2. Friday beautifully under the post, near the base. Shoots and scores. So just have a look-see at Beryl's stats coming to this one. She's 136, wrong one there. 139 out of 172 at 81%. She's had a pretty good season.
That's pretty great.
So considering the volume that Charlie Bell takes, to put up that many shots as well, that's great effort. So Jets on a bit of a roll now. They've scored 3 straight here. They lead at 9-5. Mara with it, finds Garner.
Shoots across. Rika's she's attempting to hold, but Condren is just all over her. It's unfortunate she's getting called out of play, because if she can just stay in, I think she would win that battle there.
Indeed, she's right on like a pony at the moment. That's a Mizuno momentum shift, 9-7. Sorry, 9-6. Ball back with the Jets through Hams.
Yeah, not enough on it just there.
Went for the pocket pass into O'Brien, couldn't find her. Here's a Cougars on transition.
Quick hands from Mai, straight into Holland.
Oh, box zone set there by the Jets. Sure, with the contact. That was millimetres in that one.
Oh, would have have to been.
We said Charlie Bell's come to play. I'd have to say Condren's come to play, hasn't she?
She looks fierce in that circle right now. If anything, I think she's making too many contacts there. She really just needs to stay in play right now because she's putting a lot of pressure on Rikas. But, you know, you can't be having your shooter getting a free ball every time.
You know, do you reckon Rikas feels pressure? She is the most relaxed human I think I've ever met in my life.
She is, but I think Condren's really testing that today.
So Rikas shoots again.
But there we go. Maybe not.
So that's 3 straight now to the Cougars. They get the margin back to just 1. It looks like it's going to be a close one, this one, Hannah D.
Oh, certainly. So there's Friday. Works back to O'Brien. Still moving back to Pollock. Charlie Bell out of the circle. Don't often see that one.
Indeed. She doesn't go that far on holidays. Particularly now with COVID. So fires it in.
Oh, Millsy.
You've missed my jokes, haven't you?
No.
I'm back. So loose pass here picked up by Fitzpatrick. So down they go. This transition of the Cougars, it's been a factor all season. That time Sherlaw read it like a book.
Beautiful from Sherlaw, hunting early.
Loose pass here. Pollock doesn't have anywhere to go. Has to go back to Sherlaw. Great defence here, isn't it?
A little congested there, the Jets. And you're right, it's a defence from the Cougars right now. But there's Charlie Bell under the post. So speaking Cougars defence, they've lost 2 integral defenders now. Olivia Coughlin, of course, was it an ACL?
No, just not an ACL, but a strain in the ligament. So she's out for about 3 to 4 months.
Yeah,
so it wasn't a full ACL, thank goodness.
Bakewell Doran elevated to the Firebirds side, so a lot of weight on Remy Camo to not get injured.
Absolutely. So testing the depth of the Cougars. We say it's a factory out there, and they just keep producing these incredibly good players, and they don't mind using their Ruby side. Of course, the Ruby play later today, so that's why we've had some outsiders, so to speak, come in. If Ruby had already played today, I'm sure you'd see some more Ruby players on the team for the Cougars. Oh, we've got a contact here, I think. No, an offside call. Nell Shoelace. And a chance here for the Cougars to tie it up at 10s. It looked like the Jets were going to pull away with it.
Rika's
super shot territory. Drains it. 10-10.
I don't believe Rika's has missed yet today.
We've got the stats here, and you're 100% correct. 6 from 6 coming into this one. Holland 4 from 4.
It's a pretty awesome start by the Cougars.
And Jets not too shabby either.
Yeah, 100% for them as well. So, yeah, shooters are looking on point from both sides, so it'll really be up to the defenders to do something before it gets to the goal shooter. So
the Jets led it by 3 at the 10-minute mark. It's now back to a 1-goal lead to the Cougars. And that's the first time they've led in this match. Turned over the first centre pass, gave Jets the advantage.
Great hold there from Bell, right under the post. Ties
it up again. We're at 11s. 5 to play. This one, not wholly in the circle there. Gardner got away with one. And has it now, fires it in. Oh, Condren again. Big match for Holland. Still falls her way.
I like that the umpire allowed the contest there. Oh, Holland drains it there from mid-range.
She does indeed. And again, it's back with the Jets. Working it through. Well, we've got... You said you liked the contest there by the umpire. That was great. And it's working. It's a very open match, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly
is. And it's clean,
is.
and it's hard, and this is what netball's all about. So Holland on the base. Does the old shooter move. Condren gets up again. Can't get it this time. 13-11. They lead it by 2. Biggest lead of the game to the Cougars. And this is a chance to push it out to 3. We're coming into quarter time, 4 to play.
My looks in. Rika's, again, that mid-range is where the Cougars have been shining today.
Rika's turns and shoots without thinking. 14-11. And Cubbies come on at goal attack. That's an early change. Beryl Friday off. O'Brien with it now.
So that was the move I was talking about before, was whether Naomi Fitzpatrick could kind of move her players around, and it's happened. We've seen Cubbies. That's a new challenge for her.
So, there was a contact call there on Bell. The ball gets turned over regardless here. The Cougars, so it's back with Bell now. She has a chance to eat into this 3-goal margin. And does. Are we still at 100%? We are, aren't we?
We certainly are. The shooters are not missing a beat today.
So 11 from 11 for Charlie Bell. Oh, we got a step here on My.
That was a step if I ever saw one.
was more a run almost.
It was.
Went for a slight jog. So back with the Jets now. Can they tie it up before the quarter time break? It's their centre next. Cubby with it. She has no fear either. Hams just fires it in. Finds Bell. Again, Bell caught for the push-off on Kamo. So Kamo getting a body in the right position there. So
Fitzpatrick over to Kamo. The Fitzpatrick show right now.
Well, there's two of them out there.
It makes it easy for us.
It's like doing a Tigers game with the Child Sisters. So
that was a great tip there from Sherlaw, but Holland will get the throw in. Gardner strong in the circle there.
Keely Hawk's come on at wing defence as well, so Pollock's come off. So Coach Tracy Jeans-Franger making the changes. So just haven't seen Abigail Houston's the only one we haven't seen for the Jets yet. Rikas steps in and draws a foul on Condren. Another goal to Rikas. So the Cougars go on their merry way. They've got 15. They score at a very, very high rate.
Bit too much pace on that one. Needed to slow it down a bit from the Jets. Oh, great hands from Charlie Bell. That's exactly what you want to see from such a strong player. Defense and attack.
15-13, margin 2. Just talking about stats. Cougars coming into this one. They averaged 70 a game. Last game they were down a little bit. They only scored 59. And Jets averaged 57 coming into this one. Defensively, they're both pristine. In fact, the Jets have the best defensive record at 40.6. Cougars 42.8 coming into this game. So back with the Jets now. So 16-13, margin 3. From behind, Kamo gets a hand on it. Thought she might have hit the hand of Bell. Loose ball here, picked up by Sherlaw. So a little bit scrappy in transition at the moment for the Cougars. That's 2 they've turned over. Great
hustle from the Jets, though, to bring it down to their goaler.
So 16-14, Bell gets it back to a 2-goal margin. And Holland with it. Flies into the pocket. Oh, Condren came hunting.
My goodness, Gardner, the vision there. And Rikas did really well to lead Condren out almost. So
the courage shown there by Mai. She was the one who was going to get that. And there's an intercept by Fitzpatrick. So that
Cougars on the run.
Naomi.
Macy Gardner again picks up the scraps, a few little loose balls. I think it's just that physicality in the circle right now.
Rikas steps across, shoots and scores.
Oh, she cannot miss today.
11 from 11 for Rikas. Matches Charlie Bell's 13 from 13. Cubby yet to take a shot for them. Beryl 1 from 1. So Cougars got a chance somehow to get it to 5. There's a hand in there. Oh, it's loose again. O'Brien somehow keeps it in. Oh, great hustle by the Jets.
Man, that's a scrappy netball right now, isn't it?
But after all that, it went out. So we've got to throw in to the Cougars. So pressure on the pass. Great there. Back to Macy Gardner. We get 9 seconds. Finds Rikas. She's in super shot range. She'll turn and shoot and score under the pressure.
That's a great shot.
19-14. 19 goals against the best defensive unit in the competition. That is Cougars at their very best. They lead it by 5. Hannah Davies, that was a great first quarter. What will happen in the second quarter, we'll find out when we come back from these very brief messages.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Hey Netty fans, Netball Queensland is seeking your support for our Diamond Spirit program in 2021. This program is absolutely amazing because it provides opportunities for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students in the most remote and regional communities in Queensland. Every dollar that is raised will go towards the leadership programs and also providing the opportunity for people in those most remote communities in Queensland to play the sport that we absolutely love. Your donation will make a huge impact on the lives of our Diamond Spirits girls, simply giving them the opportunity to follow their dreams. So, to donate today, jump on the website or make sure you make a donation when you register for Netty in 2021. And don't forget, if your donation is greater than $2, it will be tax deductible.
It's game 1 of 4 coming to you live from Nissan Arena for the HART Sapphire Series 2021. We're getting to the business end of the competition, around 12, 2 to go before the semis. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Hannah Davies. First up today, Hannah, we've got the Brisbane North Cougars first, taking on the USQ Jets sitting in third. What a great first quarter. Jets led it by 3, and somehow Cougars now lead it by 5.
Yeah, look, I think that might be a theme of today's match. Bit up and down like a seesaw, but the Cougars, we know they're a class act, so once they lead, it's often hard to catch up, so the Jets are going to have to work really hard to run them down now.
So we've got the best offensive team playing the best defensive team, and at the moment, offense winning.
Yeah, look, on both sides, offense has been pretty spectacular. I mean, 100% shooting across the entire game. That's a
You
rare
tell me no
statistic.
shooters missed.
No, not a single shot. I mean, Bell, 13 out of 13, and Rika's 12 out of 12, so the goal shooters in particular leading. The interesting statistic for me right now is the circle entry rate. So Cougars have had 20 opportunities at entering the circle, whereas the Jets have only had 14. So the Cougars are getting it in the circle a lot more.
Sort of counts to the scoreboard there. Like Cougars have got 19 out of those 20, and the Jets are 14 out of 14 on the entry. So yeah, it's very high. It just need to increase their volume a little bit, the Jets. And
yeah. Well, it shows that once the Jets and the Cougars get it into the circle, they can convert. So I guess it's up to the midcourt now. We're seeing it just there. The middies, it's kind of where it's lacking right now.
A little bit loose there. O'Brien can't handle it. She's gone to centre, which means Hams has gone to wing attack. Pass from Cubby to O'Brien was a little bit loose. She couldn't handle it. So the Cougars get their first chance of this the second quarter. And they usually make you pay when you turn it over like that. And Rika's yet to miss a shot. Turns and shoots and still yet to miss a shot. Let's just have a look. Coming into this one, Martina Rika's was 246 out of 323 at 76%. So, and now we've got a contact call on, it was Mai, so pushing off there. So Abigail Houston on at keeper. Condren is the goal defence for the Jets, and Hock is the wing defence. So they've changed their defensive unit a little bit for this match. And they've also changed the mid-court here. So let's see how it goes. They're down by 6 at the moment. Cubby on the baseline does well. Shoots and scores, keeping this 100% shooting record for everyone. So back to, loose pass again. O'Brien and Cubby, they contest it. Cubby wins the battle.
Yeah, it was a definite late contest there from Fitzpatrick. I was intrigued that she actually went for that.
So Condren, here we go. So Jets with it. They need this goal here. They just need to get on a bit of a roll. Charlie Bell with it, shoots and scores. Margin back to 4. Of course, it was 19 to 14 at quarter time.
So Jets defense are facing a lot of pressure right now. We know that the attack end are doing their job, so it's really up to, I guess, Condren and Houston now to get some ball back.
So nearly a first miss there for Rikas, but the obstruction call gets her another chance, so maintains the 100. So everyone watching, a few famous faces there. Amanda Stagg, not coaching in this league at the moment. She may be back, who knows? She's watching with interest. Oh, Bell hits the deck hard. Clash of bodies with
And
Kano.
Gardner goes down as well.
And Bell again can't pull that one in. If Charlie Bell can't pull it in, it must have been a pretty tall pass. So Cougars get us going again. Nice work here. Fitzpatrick working hard. The sisters Fitzpatrick are out there at the moment. No changes to the Cougars. Do you think they'll use their bench, Hannah?
Look, I'd say it's unlikely. We know that each player can play a pretty competitive 60 minutes. I know we have Bianca Catalini there. She's an ex-state player. I wouldn't expect to see her take the court, really, given she hasn't played with the girls in quite a while. Isabel Shearer, she's a Ruby player. Again, unless the defense are really dragging or they just want some fresh legs, I wouldn't expect to see a change.
So Cougars get another one here. Loose pass there from Mai, and contest here. Hams just plays on quickly, finds O'Brien, and Cubby drives the top of the circle beautifully. She has it now. Steps in and scores. So Cougars can't pull away. They've turned a couple over this quarter, but they haven't been able to pull away from the Jets at the moment. Margin still 5. O'Brien in at centre. So what does the Jets have to do? Like they're the best defensive unit. They're playing a box defence here. The Cougars not having much trouble with it at the moment. Do they go back to man-on-man or something tighter, you reckon?
Yeah, look, they're doing a lot of things right. I think it's just a low error rate. We've seen a few unforced errors, that pass a little off before, going over Bell. it's just the unforced errors, really, and we know that the Cougars don't make a lot of errors.
So great drive there by Macy Gardner. Rikas gets it. Abigail Houston won't shoot.
I almost wanted her to just turn and shoot that one, and she's probably thinking that too.
Probably regretting she didn't now. As the Jets pick up another one here. So a few turnovers in the second quarter. We didn't see many, but it's 10 turnovers Cougars, 13 turnovers Jets at the moment. And Cubby works it in. She's still in that super shot range and converts. This streak of 100% shooting from all 4 shooters continues. All 5 if you count Beryl as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the first shooter to break that.
Because we will point it out. No pressure shooters. Condren does beautifully on Holland. Stay clean. Got over the back of it.
She is just having a cracker second quarter.
Condren working hard.
She knows that that's where the turnovers are going to come from, the defensive end. So it's all up to her attackers now to make it happen.
Cubby needs to get in. Does now. She's in there. They find her beautifully. Took her time getting in, and the timing into the driving space was perfect.
Really threaded the needle there.
Like a golf ball through a hose on that one. It was beautiful to watch. And here they go again. Bell with the hold this time. And shows confidence in young Cubby. She shoots again.
She does. She passed it off. She's under the hoop, but Cubby converts.
3 straight for the Jets. They cut the margin back to just 2. You said it was going to be close. So
oh, and there's Catalini on in goal attack.
You said she wouldn't see her, but
I didn't think we'd see her, but
Holland, of course, is supposed to be on managed minutes, so this might be just a swap to move Holland to GS and Rikas to GA. We might see that. In fact, I think we will see that. So Catalini misses one, and then Holland misses one.
There we go.
The first shots of the match that are missed. And we can see Holland there. She is on the sideline waiting to come on. So she'll go to shooter. And I'd say Catalini will swap with Rikas very quickly as well. But as I say that, Rikas sits down, so what would I know? So Charlie Bell gets the ball, and she scores. So the margin back to 1. It's a 4-goal run. We've got a timeout here. Timeout called by the Cougars. Liz not liking what she's seeing right now. And this dream coaching team of Liz White and Amanda Vanderwall will have a chat to their charges. We'll try and listen in to see what's happening, but it's been a great second quarter so far to the Jets, Hannah.
Oh, it certainly has been. They've really turned things up this quarter. I think they know that, you know, the shooters are doing well, the defense are bringing it home. So it's just the middies right now, and they're doing that right now.
Let's listen in.
If they drop a ball, we've got to get to it. We've got to know where it is. Naomi, don't start so far off it. Don't get close when you come at it, but you let it go and then you chase. You've got to go with her. Be on the ball side and go with her. Keep the movement coming, right? Nice and strong. See, your job is
to have to fight to get this back again. We're not going to sit down and let corners go.
So you're going to come out hard. And you know what? We started this quarter like net business. And then we
pretty calm as White there. Just a few little technical things there. Talking to the defensive end. Basically just wants them to keep driving down the court, yeah?
Yeah, she doesn't sound like she's too worried. Yeah, exactly as you said, just a few little skills. They've obviously had a bit of a move up now, bringing Catalini on, so that'll bring something different to the side.
So Catalini, tall GA, she's in at GA. I don't think she's played this season at all, unless I haven't seen all the Cougars games, but I can't think of it being, this would be her debut game this year, I'd imagine.
No, she hasn't played. I don't, in fact, believe she's played the Sapphire series. I'm not sure even if she started in the earlier ones. I believe she took some time off this level of netball to perhaps travel and whatnot, but...
There's not much travel going on.
No, well...
She went to North Brisbane.
You're very right.
From south to north. Big day out at Tingalpa.
Oh, there's Bell, a great long-distance shot there.
Bell.
So she still hasn't missed.
How many she got?
16.
16 straight. It's sweet 16 for Bell, and we're at 22 all, 8:40 to play. So the Cougars led it by 6, don't forget. And Condren...
Huge hands from Condren there. She's lost her balance, though, which...
I had a horrible, sick feeling in my stomach then, the way she went down, but just a slip on maybe on the logo there, so thank goodness for that. So Cougars get a Mizuno momentum shift. That's their first goal in 5. And the move of Lily Cubby into a GA seems to work a treat for the Jets.
Oh, and you could see that she was off court, but she was just creating space, really, for Bell.
It opened it up for Bell beautifully, didn't it? So, and...
Catalini there, she's been pretty good so far.
Well, one of Catalini's former teammates, Ali McLeod's giving her some support on the Facebook page, like you can as well. So, and all the coaches are tuning in there. There's Paula Stewart having a watch. So we'll see how her team goes at 12 when they take on the Rays from North Queensland. And goes back now with the Jets. They're looking to tie it up. We're at 24-23. You said it was going to be a ding-dong battle, Hannah, and I think you've been proven correct thus far.
I did also call a 10-goal win, though, to the Cougars.
You weren't the idiot that called 27 to the Jets.
Yeah, look, I probably wouldn't have called that with the Cougars on court. And that's the first miss there from the Jets. So Bell's still 17 from 17, but the first miss there from Cubby.
She's still 5 from 6, still impressive. Oh, a hand in there from Hams, and just did enough to deflect it off Fitzpatrick. And the ball now with the Condren, who has played brilliantly this quarter.
She has. You can tell that she really relishes her time when she gets to go out and goal defend. She just like runs everywhere. Hunting
we will go. But she's done a lot of great work in the circle as well, like using her height and elevation to put pressure on the shooters. Cubby turns and shoots and misses again, but Bell gets the rebound this time.
It's great work there from Bell. An excellent rebounder. If you had to pick a shooter to be your support for rebounds, she'd be the one to go to.
So,
and there's Gardner, works it down into Holland.
Holland pretty close to the ring. She's gone to shooter as we predicted. We thought Rikas had come on GA. It's not. Cantalini is playing. And Cougars maintaining this slim lead, the slimmest of leads. A long pass there, Hams in the pocket. Oh, loose pass, but Bell showed a real turn of speed there to pick that one up. And comes back and gets the ball under the hoop. I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is probably the best game I've seen Bell play this season.
Yeah, look, she's been really on fire. Like, even the movement, we usually see her hitting extensively holding, but the movement today has been awesome.
So the number one shooter by volume in the league is turning it on at the moment. Of course, at 12, we'll have the number one shooter by percentage in Adams Tahara playing for QUT.
I've got to say, I'm almost just waiting for Bell to get a training partner contract.
It's got to be coming.
Yeah.
So you don't score, nearly 400 goals in a season without someone noticing you.
No.
So ball back with the Jets. They trail it by 1 again. O'Brien fires across this time. Kamo got a hand in it. And back with the Cougars in this incredible transition that they have. How good was that, Hannah Davies?
Stunning. It's just classy to watch.
If you're a coach and you want to teach your team how to transition, watch that little passage of play. That was beautiful. Timing superb. Contact here, Hock out of play on My. So Fitzpatrick will get us going again.
My alone looks in but gets the footwork call. Unfortunate for them, but Condren on the move immediately.
Not mucking around today. Bridie, Condren. And Perth lost 2 in a row. Maybe Bridie might be called back up in the Perth side, eh?
Potentially, yeah. I guess it depends on whether they get stuck in Queensland again. But
that would be handy for Bridie.
We'd love to see it. Oh, and there we go. The little down bounce pass from My. Great vision all across for the Cougars right now. They're only 3 ahead, but the momentum is certainly with them.
Well, speaking of momentum, looks like Tracy Jeans-Fraser wants to stop it.
Yep.
She called a timeout. So Cougars 28-25. They've scored the last 2. And they are going to have a timeout here for the Jets. Wonder what she'll say. What are your thoughts, Hannah D?
Look, predicting the mind of Tracy Jeans-Fraser is probably not my expertise, so we'll just listen in right now.
Fair call.
I need to make sure we're getting 2 down this front line, 3 options available, and then the heels and rides. Make sure that non-ball side that you've actually got 1 here and 1 here. So we can either go direct or we can swing it to here. Yeah. All right? Okay? Down that front line, let's make sure, Charlie, you're doing a really good job, but make sure that you, when you're caught here and steps over here, get yourself around. We're tending to park. Yeah. All right? The same, vice versa. Okay? Defensively, really, really good. So we just need to make sure you maintain composure, keep making it short, and move your feet to the ball. That's the only thing that's stopping us right at the moment. You've let them back in. All right, so let's take it.
Again, and rather calm, Tracy Jeans-Fraser going a bit technical, wanting people to be on different sides of the court, but nothing really earth-shattering there.
No, look, at 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, and there's only 3 goals in it, so there's not much going wrong for either side. I think it'll just be about who can grind it out and produce 60 minutes of the most consistent netball.
Of course, we haven't talked about this quarter. It's the Jets by 2 at the moment, which means they get 2 competition points if it's finished that way. And back with O'Brien. She's at centre, finds Bell beautifully. Bell scores again, still yet to miss a shot. She's now 20 from 20. So back with the Cougars. Maimai goes long to the pocket. There was a chance there for Hock, had her eyes down, but saved by, well, I thought it was saved by Condren, but we've got an umpire's call. I'm not sure if it was obstruction or contact, but Condren's out of play. And Riley Holland, the captain of the Cougars, gets goal number 29 for them. So they're on track for another high score. And all hands in there. Beautiful work there. I think that was Fitzpatrick and Gardner.
It certainly was, yeah. Great teamwork there
but
from both of them.
Cubby, who threw it, just says, well, I'll go and get it back then. And does so beautifully. Cubby on the base, Bell at the top. O'Brien in the pocket. Oh, Gardner, that just floated. Gardner came out and...
I thought there would have been a contact there from Gardner. She did kind of fall onto her player.
It seems to be a trend. If the ball goes out, they tend to not call the contact. They just call the throw. So it's an unusual one, but that's the way the sort of game's going from, you know, not just this level, but the level above as well. Cubby with it, looks for Bell. Not on this time. Look at that drive straight across the circle. Beautifully done. Shoots and scores. Margin back to 2. 3 to play. Cougars looking to win the quarter. Maintaining their position on top of the ladder. Of course, QUT would have an interest in this as well. They'd be wanting the Cougars to win this one so they can maintain second position on the ladder. Oh, hits the post. It's still, oh, beautiful. Falls to Catalini beautifully. Played a full quarter here. You surprised by that?
Yeah, look, I wasn't expecting on a side like the Cougars for her to get the full quarter, but she's meshing with Holland really well. And I guess defensively, you know, we spoke about the Jets being the best defensive side, and they probably haven't studied Catalini, so that could throw them off a little bit.
Valid point you make. Holland there. Looked like Condren had swatted too close. So margin is 3. Jets lead the quarter by 1. So back with the Jets now. They must, oh, hand in there. Fitzpatrick can't pull it in. So their ball still with the Jets. O'Brien will start us again. Looks in, can't find anything. Hams, geez, they're all on this side of the court at the moment, even Condren. So they could throw a hanky over him at the moment, but opens up somehow for Bell. The front hold there was quite superb.
It was, and you could tell from the second that centre was released that Bell was just holding for that. Moving around, front space, back space, she had that hold from the get-go. Great
patience being shown there. So 28-30, Cougars down by 3 in this quarter, 14-11. They lead the match by 2. They led by as much as 7, so this has been a great comeback here for, and a hell ball, yeah. Condren again. That defence by Condren, brilliant. And we've got a bib down. The listeners know how much I love bibs. Can't believe in this day and age we still struggle with that. Moving on, Jets with it now. Oh, loose pass here, and somehow O'Brien hangs on to it under the pressure of Gardner.
Out of interest, Millie, what's your solution?
I have no solution. I'm very good at identifying problems, and finding solutions is not my forte. So
don't put that on your resume, please.
They fire that into go. Unemployed. So Cubby with the ball now. That's why I work for myself. So she gets another one here. Margin back to 1. It's 30-29. Could we be all square at the half? The quarter will definitely belong to the Jets. Cubby in super shot range. And comes, no goal, taken away. Contact on Bell.
Gosh, that's unfortunate.
That would have tied it up. And we've had a change at goal defence, I believe, for the Cougars. Looks like Losser on, or was that Shearer?
That is certainly Losser, but that is the wing defence position.
Oh, put my glasses on, it is indeed.
So she's taken off Vivian Fitzpatrick.
So just enough time here. Cougars could get another one. They lead it by 2. We're inside the last 10 seconds. Catalini finds Holland. The captain takes the responsibility and scores right before the halftime buzzer.
2 defenders on her there, and she did really well.
So the quarter belongs to the Jets. They win that by 2. But the Cougars still lead the match by 3, 32-29. What a great first half, Anna Davies.
Oh, it certainly has been. I'm so excited that it's been this close. The Jets haven't beaten the Cougars yet this season, so certainly the best performance against the Cougars we've seen from them.
Well, they're a bit of a bogey team head-to-head. Cougars lead at 6-1 in the series of this competition. Second half action will get underway in a very short time, straight after these messages.
The was this one time, like, I just full on breakdown, and I was like, I hate this so much. Like, why did this happen to me and everything? And my dad was like, oh, like, you can just try and get your knee better. You don't have to get back into netball. But I was like, oh, but this is the only thing I have.
Welcome back, HART Sapphire Series. It's a Sunday session, 4 games coming to you live from Nissan Arena. First up today, Brisbane North Cougars. They're sitting in first place, taking on the USQ Jets. It's last year's grand final in replay. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Hannah Davies. Hannah, what a great first quarter. The Cougars looked like they're going to run away with it. They led it by 7. The Jets came back. We've got a 3-point game, 32-29.
Yeah, it's certainly been spectacular so far. Most importantly, I'm seeing is that the Jets have actually pushed a few position changes from the Cougars. We know that they usually like to keep the same 7, so for Martina Rikas to come off and also Nui Martalosa to move onto the court speaks for the Jets and how hard they're working.
So Rikas 14 out of 15. Surprised she came off. Maybe she missed that one shot. Maybe that's coach said that's enough.
Yeah,
you missed your first shot. Off you come.
I was surprised to see her come off. She'd been really strong in that goal shooter position, but I guess maybe, you know, bringing on Catalini brings something the Jets haven't seen before.
Also, we've got like 2 players in the bubble from this side. They're in the Firebird bubble. We don't know when they're coming back. The league hasn't made a decision on what's happening with the thing. But at the moment, we're just not sure. So maybe Liz is showing what Liz does and playing smarts and giving someone a bit of court time. So just want to take this opportunity to thank our principal sponsor, HART Sports, Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade. They are our major partners. And, of course, we've got Bondovite and Strap It as official partners. Double Take Sports bring you the pictures every week, and they are the best in the business. Got any stats for us? Halftime stats?
Yeah, so shooting has obviously been pretty awesome for both sides. Jets are actually leading that, so they're 94%. Charlie Bellis is standout, of course. She's 21 from 21, but Cubby's been pretty excellent too, 8 from 10. Over on the Cougars side, Rika's only missed 1 and left the court, and Holland, again, only missed 1. Catalini is yet to score, but only 1 attempt, so shooting all over has been awesome.
That turnover conversion percentage stands out to me. Look at the Ipswich Jets at 88%. That is just absolutely unheard of. As a coach, if you're getting 60, 65, you're thinking you're doing pretty well. 88% on the turnovers they're creating, they are scoring from. So
yeah, that second quarter is really where that changed.
And Condren had a lot to do with that.
Oh, certainly. The one thing I would like the Jets to work on is just the infringements. We did speak about just staying in play. They, of course, had 27 infringements, whereas the Cougars are very clean, only had 11. So if I was to say one thing for them to focus on, you know, it being such a tight game, it would just be staying in play.
Don't forget, 12 o'clock, Mendy Rays taking on QUT from Townsville. We'll be calling that game down here. At 2, Tigers versus Wildcats. Tigers in a must-win. Wildcats, I don't think they can make the 4, even mathematically, if they're just a little bit too far behind. So Tigers, they still can make it. So that is a massive match for them. And a big one. It's 4 versus 5, and there's only 2 competition points separating 4th and 5th, and that is the USC Thunder taking on the Bond University Bull Sharks. That should be an absolute belter of a match as well.
It certainly should be, and I have done my research. So Bond actually have the hardest task here because the next 2 games for them are against the Cougars and the Jets. So what they're going to be hoping for, the Bond Bull Sharks, is to get the win and then to just hope that, you know, the Thunder manage to be taken out by another team. The Thunder are playing against Mendy Rays and I believe the Tigers. So, you know, all the pressure is on the Bull Sharks today.
So it's a must-win game for them. And are you saying if they don't win that, it's going to be a bit hard for them from there?
Almost impossible, yeah. I'd say if they don't win today, it's likely that they'll be beaten by the Jets and the Cougars based on previous performances. So I think today it's do or die today for them. It's almost the final today.
It's been a tough season. The quality of netball is brilliant and it gets better every week. So the Jets, as you say, they're sitting here in 3rd place, but they're only a couple of points off second. Here they are only 3 down from the top side. So the competition is certainly tightening up. So valid point you make there with the Thunder and the Bull Sharks. That'll be a big game. Make sure you catch it from 4. You be here for that one?
I certainly will be. I'll be leading that one.
I'll stay too then. I'll stay too.
It is interesting, and I want to discuss this with you, Millsy.
Oh, okay.
Is obviously the Cougars, they've got a few training partners, as do QT, and they're 1 and 2. But I suppose the problem with having Super Netball training partners is that when things like this, you can lose them.
Exactly.
And we've seen that with the Thunder, with both Binny and Hunt, and
for sure. Like she's in the bubble now too, so
yeah.
they might not see her again this season. Same as the 2 from the Cougar side, Stour and Bakel-Doran.
Jets, I mean, they didn't have any training partners, so there's, I guess, no one to lose to that. So it could almost be what helps them win, really.
I cannot believe 12 rounds in, Jets have not had to use anyone outside of their 10. They haven't had an injury, they haven't had someone got a wedding on, or they've just had this incredible season where they've just had stuck with the same 10.
Extra point for commitment there.
That is true. So, but anyway, so we're back underway here. We're back to the halftime margin of 33-30 as Holland gets her first. And Catalini's still on at a goal attack. So maybe Liz is looking to the future. Maybe she knows something about the bubble that we don't. And
yeah, I'd say you're exactly right,
trying
Millsy.
out some different combos. So they swing it to the corner. I believe there might be some sort of announcement from Suncorp Super Netball Commission tomorrow about the next couple of weeks.
There we go.
So I think it's sort of like a week-to-week, maybe a fortnight-to-fortnight sort of thing at the moment.
Yeah, and the other thing is that the Cougars Ruby team are top of the ladder as well. So I'd say, they'll be wanting to take out that premiership, obviously, if they can, and the way to do that would be to stick with their existing 10 as well. So
they've got an annoying habit of doing that, the Cougars.
They do. They're greedy. They want everything.
So a turnover here to the Cougars. It's Jets centre next. So if they score here, they've got an opportunity to tie it up in this, the third and championship quarter. And the contact there on Gardner, on O'Brien. Of course, O'Brien, the freak athlete that she is, AFLW, I'm not sure what it's actually called, Squaffle maybe, playing in a female...
Quaffle.
Quaffle, that's it, thank you.
Quaffle W.
I knew you know what it would be. And it's a grand final. She's playing for UQ University of Queensland today at 2:15.
Yeah, so I actually wrote a match preview for that.
You are just everywhere.
So, yeah.
A journalist writing here, writing there. You should go freelance.
We'll see. But it will be a great game there. So, I guess, we've got so many talented athletes across this league and... cross codes. So.
Speaking of talented athletes, Bell gets another one. Chance to tie it up here. So 32-33. O'Brien will get us underway. Oh, Hams just wasn't quite there. O'Brien hangs ahead there. A little disappointment. That was a chance to tie it up. They haven't tied it up since about midway through the first quarter. It's been Cougars in the lead since then. Holland with the front hold on Sherwell. Condren after that massive second quarter. It's been a massive half for Condren.
It really has been. She, in particular, has been one of the best defenders in the competition throughout the whole season.
We talk about Ruby Bakel-Doran a lot, but you'd have to say Condren's it's a split hair, isn't it?
Well, look, I'd have to say Ruby in goal defence and Bridie in goalkeeper would just be my ideal duo.
Is that the future of the Firebirds, maybe down the track?
Potentially.
Well,
I'd love to see them work together just to see what the connection would look like, because I'd say it'd be pretty electric.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be coaching against that.
No.
So 35-32, and we've got a break. Oh no, the ultimate coach killer.
Speaking of our future of netball, the Sunshine Coast Lightning have received a licence to enter the National Netball Championship, so that's great for Queensland because it means we get a Queensland team and a Sunny Coast team. So just double the awesome talent for us.
We're called the...
the Fusion.
No, we've got a new name this year. It's
okay.
the Sapphires. They call it,
well, that makes sense.
With
series.
The theme, so the Sapphire. So they'll be all picked from people from the Sapphire series, I believe. And
well, that's going to be very competitive. I wouldn't want to be a selector in that's for sure.
Of course, the disappointment this week, the 19s and 17s national championships in Tasmania didn't get underway. Unfortunately, COVID strikes again.
It seems to be this time of year. I mean,
School holidays.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
The tourism industry and sport in general. And, of course, the men's nationals didn't go ahead either. We had to pull a pin on ours.
I saw that.
And we've cancelled. I'm not sure if Netball Australia will do theirs again. A loose pass here, and it's picked up eventually by Hams. It's a bit scrappy at the moment, but they find Cubby with the shot. Misses. Bell can't get the rebound. Still with the Jets, though. And just got a little bit scrappy there while we were chatting.
It did. So Cougars still ahead, though, but the Jets... it's even this quarter, so this could be the time. Oh, what a drive there from Bell. Just
There was
her
no room there.
movement.
There was no room there. She had no right to get through that space, but did. So
You can see from someone who doesn't, know what Bell does for training, but I feel like movement has just been a real focus for her. She nails the holding, but if she can move like that as well, she's pretty unstoppable.
just in back play there was a clash of bodies between Hock and Gardner. Gardner seemed to have copped something in the throat, and she was just paused there for a minute. She was down on her haunches. She's up now.
Perhaps a little bit winded.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a clash of bodies, like maybe the shoulder of Hock into the throat of Gardner, just like both going for the ball, nothing untoward in it. And Bell can't score now, but she gets her own rebound. She hits the deck. She's up again. Bodies everywhere in this one at the moment. And the defensive pressure has increased in this championship quarter. Jets with the next centre, so this is an important goal for them. O'Brien finds Cubby, calm as you like, in super shot range. She's missed the last couple.
Well, let's see if she can find her rhythm again
She
here.
sure can.
It's a no goal, though. We've got a contact against Bell.
It's getting willing in that circle, I'll give you that. I'm not sure how you call one contact on the other, because they're both bodies going hard at it.
It looked pretty fairly contested from both of them. I guess umpire calls what they see.
So, Catalini still out there at goal attack, and Rika's on the bench at the moment. Do you think maybe Holland might... She's been restricted minutes all season. There's Catalini. She gets one away. That is her first goal back. She's now 1 from 3. Do you think Holland might come on at Rika's might come on at shooter for Holland?
Yeah, potentially. If our theory is that Liz is testing combinations, so it would make sense to put Rika's on with Catalini.
Back now with the Cougars. They still lead it by 2. This bridge just can't be caught here by the Jets.
Great hands there from Condren.
Who else? Condren having I really want to say her best match of the year as well, her and Bell. Oh.
Yeah, the competitiveness in her play today in particular has just been phenomenal. She's just attacking everything.
Maybe the top 2 sides bringing out the best in each, well, not the top 2, the 1 and 3 bringing out the best in each other. Of course, QUT is sitting in second by just 8 points. Ball back with the Jets. They are with it now, looking to build and try and eat in those 3 goals.
Bell too far out for her to shoot. Probably the pressure of scoreboard right now means she wants to get as close as she can.
Loose pass. Oh, Bell dive on it.
Guess that's the desperation of this game, perhaps.
Actually seemed to miss it completely. It falls away of Cubby. And Cubby gets another goal for the Jets. Margin 2. We've got 7.5 to play in this third quarter. This is the grand final replay from 2020. And I hate to say it, but by this stage of the grand final, it was all over. The Cougars were in total control.
Yeah, you're completely right. So I think from the loss last time against the Cougars, they've really gone away and studied this team.
Last time, Cougars 67, Jets 28. That was round 3 back on May the 2nd. And last week, the Jets lost to QUT Netball by 1, 53-52. And the Cougars 59 over Thunder 45. So that's the form coming into it. And this one, I don't think the form line really means anything. This is just a battle with 2 quality sides, well coached, going hard at it.
Hands over Bridie Condren straight away. She's putting so much pressure on that shot there, and it's paid off. Catalini misses, but they'll get a second chance at it.
I feel, yes, it was. And oh, that one just hit the front of the ring, but still falls in. Cougars maintaining this 3-goal lead. That's what it was at half time. And again, they fall. No one to go to. It has to go to Hock eventually. O'Brien nearly caught for the hell ball. McKeely Hock with it, looks down. Oh, came around beautifully. Couldn't pull it in. It fell to O'Brien. And Charlie Bell misses. Gets her own rebound. And the shot. Margin back to 2. 6 to play in this third quarter. It's proving a little bit harder for the Cougars to get the centre pass away at the moment.
Yeah, there's so much defensive pressure from the Jets right now. They're just having a crack at everything.
So Cannellini turns that one over. Hock with it, looks down, finds hand pocket to O'Brien. Cubby, that baseline drive. She's very diminutive. Is that the right word?
Pardon me?
Diminutive? Does that mean small?
It does.
Yeah, and she slid around that baseline beautifully. So, Look at me with the big words.
That's what
Trying to impress the journalist sitting beside me. So 38-39.
Slight is probably the more common term.
Oh, you're killing me. I'm proud of diminutive. So 39-38, and again, they had a chance to tie it up. That's the second time this quarter, and they couldn't take it. So their centre pass has been turned over. Cougars, brilliant hold there by Holland. Had Sherlaw in the back twice. Holland shoots and misses. Sherlaw with the rebound. So the Jets, third time lucky maybe. Will they tie it up, Hannah D?
Yeah, look, I think they will. They're winning this quarter so far 10-7. So if ever the momentum was with them, it's right now. Bell.
Comes back to, here they go. Bell's looking for it. Doesn't get, they find Cubby in a better position. And she misses. Bell gets it.
There's your rebound of Bell. Always there when you need her, and she'll put that in from that. Oh, a miss.
Too soon.
Perhaps a bit of fatigue there from the strong shooter.
Well, they've been going hard at it all game. Her and Kamo going very hard.
It's a very, very fierce matchup there.
So back now with loose hands here. Gardner, will she be called for replay? No, we've got a timeout. Because
I'm intrigued it wasn't a replay there.
There's a bib on the floor.
Yeah. Again, you don't have a solution for me, Mildy, so I just can't.
That's it. I'm going to get the sewing machine out and go home. If I've got one, I don't think I have one.
Maybe magnetic bibs.
Magnetic. Now you're thinking. See, outside the square, I like that. You'll go a long way, Hannah D. So 39-39. We got 4:05 to play in the third. This grand final match replay. It's first versus third. The winner of this one, well, you think the Cougars will still finish top, but if the Jets get this one, they got a chance to finish second.
Yeah, and of course, second position is pretty important because it gives you that extra week of almost a safety net. 2
bites of the cherry. So Condren with the ball now. They're playing a zone defense in the middle. And it's working well. Oh, they don't. No, they don't. O'Brien's got the pace to pull it down.
A fair few dropped balls in the last few minutes. It's almost like we need to wipe it down or just...
Well, don't mention that. The COVID police will be here. So we've got a contact call on Hams. Look like both in possession at the same time. It goes the way of the Cougars. So the Jets had a chance to lead it. They haven't taken it.
Yeah, and that's the replay. No, it was definitely Naomi Fitzpatrick's ball.
On the replay, brought to you by Double Take Sports. Holland to give the lead back to the Cougars. The captain makes no mistake. 40-39. This is some battle, isn't it? Who do you think's going to win now? Like, if you had to pick it now, what are you saying? Are you still going with your Cougars by 10?
Yeah, not by 10. I think 10 might have been a bit too expecting of the Cougars. Optimistic. That is the word I was looking for.
I've got the big words coming out. Sunday morning seems to be my prime time.
I feel like they're just going to hold on by 1 or 2, though.
So Jets, they've got some ticker. Lost last week by 1, so they'll learn from that. O'Brien goes long. Somehow Bell, under the pressure from Kamo, scores beautifully. 2:26 to play. We're 40 all, Hannah D.
Yeah, we certainly are. So Jets are winning this quarter 12-8. They won the last 16-13. So Cougars just obliterated them in the first quarter 20-14. So if Jets can keep up this momentum, keep up the shooting, you know, they could definitely win.
So they're looking at, Condren and Catalini clash bodies. And Condren is tough as teak.
Tell you what, anyone who
calls it... Does she have a smile on the face then?
Not quite a smile, but anyone who calls this a non-contact sport has clearly never watched a game of the Sapphire series.
You're referring to Ricky Stewart again.
Potentially.
You don't like Ricky, I can tell.
No.
Oh, poor Ricky.
Netball doesn't like Ricky.
No, netball loves Ricky. He got us on the back pages for 3 days.
Yeah, this is true.
Keep talking, Ricky. The ball back with Jets now. Oh, somehow Bell, she's on one knee.
Yeah, you can't pass from the ground. Should have kept the knee up.
Look like she's proposing. And they fire it down the court. This is a transition time. This is where Cougars excel. I thought there was a footwork call going to be called on my mind. Catalini gets it and scores. Cougars back by 2. There's Fitzpatrick. She's having some match. She's having some season. Vivian Fitzpatrick. Tell me I got the right one then.
No, that
was Naomi.
Vivian is, of course, out on the bench now. So Naomi is usually in the Ruby side. But we know that the Cougars Ruby players tend to just fit pretty seamlessly with this side.
Yes. I seem to have a problem with sisters. Ball back with the Cougars now. And, falls the way of Holland. Just to get the lead back out to 3. And she does. So just like that, Cougars start to build a lead again. This is what they do. Jets looking to respond here. They need a Mizuno momentum shift right now. Bell, back foot, steps in and scores. How's Bet's stats? She missed a couple in this one. How's she shooting though?
It's now been 31 from 34, 91%. So
yeah, I
pretty
think we
awesome.
can live with that, can't we?
Yeah, certainly can.
Ball back with Cougars now. We're inside the last 14 seconds. Pressure here. Catalini, double team. She needs to get in the circle. Fires it to the pocket. Needs to come in, drag one off, and she does. She's got a chance for glory and misses. Holland with it. No, it's coming. It'll be a throw into the Cougars. Catalini missed that shot. Keeps the margin at 2. Jets win the quarter. That's their second win, but the Cougars still hanging on by 2, 43-41. And we will come back for the last quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to the Battle Royale that is happening in the HART Sapphire Series, round 12. It is the Brisbane North Cougars looking to maintain their undefeated record. They're 11-0. They're taking on USQ Jets 9-2 in the grand final replay. My name is Dave Mills, coming to you with 4 games today from Nissan Arena. I'm very excited about that. Joined in commentary by Hannah Davies. Hannah, what do you make of this gun?
Oh, look, it's been almost more than I was expecting, especially from the Jets. The last few times against the Cougars, they've probably struggled a little bit, but today they're bringing their A game. They've won the last 2 quarters, so I think this 4th quarter could just go either way. We've, of course, got a bit of a celebrity in the comment section here. Mia Stour.
Mia Stour. She should be here, but she's, I don't know, just representing the Firebirds.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. They're in Adelaide, yeah?
Yes, they are. They are playing today at 1 p.m. against the Thunderbirds, so we'll be hoping to get that win. If Fever can...
Fever lost last night.
Just lose a few more,
yeah,
and
well,
we can keep on winning.
Just looking them back into the 4 if they win that one.
Yeah.
So normally we'd have advice about when the next home game is and all that. Well, we can't give any of that advice at the moment until we know what's happening with the league. So just keep an eye on all the socials. You can come to any of the matches that are here today, though. We are in full COVID mode, so you've got to wear your mask and all that, but you can still come. There's plenty of room. And just go to sapphireseries.com.au for tickets. Remembering it's a ticketed event, so you must get your tickets. Let's talk 3/4 time stats. What do you got for me, Hannah?
So I always start with the shooting. Shooting has been pretty awesome today. It slipped a little bit down to 84%. Perhaps the pressure of that 3rd championship quarter.
84 for the Cougars?
84% for both.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I know. It's neck and neck, I tell you. Turnovers again for both. 24 for the Cougars, 25 for the Jets. The only big discrepancy is probably that infringement, so 42 for the Jets and 21 for Cougars.
Well, they are the most defensive side in the league, so when you're the toughest defence, you tend to get caught more infringements. As the Cougars get the first one of this last quarter, and the big stat for me is still Ipswich Jets, 79% turnover conversion rate. That is freaky. I cannot stress enough how freaky that is. It was 88 at half time. That was ridiculously freaky, but 79 at 3/4 time, that is brilliant. So Tracy Jeans-Fraser would be wrapped on that stat. So back with the Jets. They haven't scored yet this quarter. This will be their first through Bell, and they're back to a 3-goal margin, 14 to play. The battle, it's a battle for second. I think if they win this one, the Jets, they probably may finish second. And if they don't, then they'll be in a battle with QUT for that second spot coming into the final series. So Catalini's still out there. Rika's still sitting.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by that. You know, we haven't seen Catalini all season, so for Rika to sit the bench is interesting, but I guess, you know, if she wants her to be playing full 60 minutes in the finals, it's almost nice to just have some minutes on the bench, observe, and...
Well, it looks like Rika's has been warming up on the left corner there. We can just see she's coming back with a ball in hand with her, and looks like Lossa and Nuata were doing a bit of ball work right in the corner. So maybe we'll see her shortly. So 42-46. Is this mind games by Liz White? You know, like, look at me, I've got two of my best players out with the Firebirds, and I'll just put another great player, just put her on the bench for the game.
Yeah, potentially.
Does that play with your mind?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think it's just a great move from them, and it just shows that they can really do anything.
So it makes me think that it is a factory over there at Cougars, Brisbane North Cougars. They just keep pumping out these champion players. And there she is again. Catalini with Condren giving her some trouble there with the lean over. Draws the contact call and shoots and scores. Missed one right on the break, but has come out firing in the last quarter. They now lead it by 5. So might see a timeout here by Tracy Jeans-Fraser if this gets away any further. And Catalini seems to be coming into her own all of a sudden. Maybe that missed shot seems to inspire her. She's been brilliant in this first part of this last quarter.
Yeah, look, her play has been pretty phenomenal for someone we haven't seen all season. I guess when you got no expectations, she's really impressed us.
So another ball here falls away the Cougars. Hand in there by Sherlaw. Margin 6. Cougars just having a little run here. This will be 4 straight for them if they score here. And an obstruction call makes it easy for Holland. Margin is back to 7. Tracy Jeans-Fraser does call the timeout. That is a great little start to the last quarter by the Cougars. They've turned a 2-goal lead into 7.
Yeah, so 6-1 to the Cougars for this quarter. That's pretty awesome. I guess we'll see what Tracy Jeans-Fraser has to say about that.
Indeed. Listening in now.
Okay. All right. The biggest thing that we need to do is make sure that we treasure the sport. Right at the moment, 2 centre passes have gone straight. Okay. We need to make sure we've got to have some accountability. Okay. Let's make sure we take our feet to the ball. Okay, and stop waiting for it to come to us. Right. Defensively, I want everyone hands over. Do not concede. 5 metres. Get 3 feet. Make the umpires have to work for this.
Okay. 3 turnovers. Let's hold each other accountable here.
Interesting comment there. She said, make the umpires have to work for this. I didn't realise we had a third team on the court.
Well, apparently we do. So the umpires are going to be calling her. There's Rika's in the background of the Cougars. She does not look like she's coming on anytime soon. And, yeah, it was... worked a lot on the defence there. Spoke that she really wants everyone hands over, hands over, hands over. So that's a big call by Tracy Jeans-Fraser. But they are the #1 defensive team in the league. As we know, they only let in 40.6 per game. Trouble is they're playing the Cougars, who score 70.1 per game.
Yeah, look, that's...
Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
Oh,
good
sure.
hands by my to just hold on to that.
Sherlaw came flying through. I thought she had it. Surely a hell ball. She jumped 3 times. Condren... unlucky there, I felt. 50-42. Margin now 8 as Holland gets that one. They need to stop here. They need to score here and then a stop straight away, the Jets. Oh, nearly another hell ball. Friday's come on at GA. So it's Friday and Bell. That was their starting line. Bell with it now. Steps in. Oh, and she misses. Hasn't done that a lot today.
No, she hasn't. She's been great today. 33 from 37. But a rebounder. Rebounding is definitely her strength. So she gets that nonetheless.
So they fired across now. It falls the way of the Cougars. Catalini has just looked better every minute she's been on the court. Liz White, Eugenius. This has been a masterful play. Like, how do you replace Stour? Well, you just bring Catalini in.
I know,
Someone we'd never really knew anything about.
Yeah.
So 51-43, margin 8, 10:51 to play. Job in front of the Jets. They need to score and score quickly. Hock with it now. Oh, so O'Brien doesn't... Hock through... Oh,
great work there from Condren. Hits the deck pretty easy against
Macy Gardner gives away about a foot in height and then just put Hock on the ground. So, but then Hock, as I've said 1,000 times, is tough as teak. So a goal there to the Jets. Margin back to 7. There's your 7. Just that's exactly what you predicted.
No, yeah, 10. I said Cougars by 10.
10. Sorry, you did too. My apologies. I'm getting mixed up with 27.
We'll see if we can get to 10.
You'll be a genius if we do. And Sherlaw contacted this time. She doesn't like the call, puts her arm up twice, like she has to go to the toilet in class. So steps in now, and Holland, you know, we talk about Rika's been pretty cool, but how cool's Holland?
Oh, she is such a calm act. She's obviously played at this level for such a long time, so...
That was a joke. I was meant about the weather in Holland. Come on,
oh,
work with me.
dear.
Well, it's
Dear,
Sunday morning. Hannah's still a bit
completely over
sleepy,
my
I think.
head.
Oh, dear. So, of course, there's a contact call on my. So Hock with it now. Margin is 8. Jets, I wonder where it all went wrong in this one. They've played really well today. Hams with it, looks in, finds... Oh, Bell can't do it.
Yeah.
Pushed off on Kamo, but then that sort of threw a balance out.
It seems she just had her feet in the wrong position there.
Oh, and that's a drop ball there by
Vivian Fitzpatrick.
Thank you. I knew it was Fitzpatrick, I just didn't know which one. So, Vivian's played all year, I should know. She has been quite brilliant. The unsung hero for the Cougars, in my opinion. Oh, Friday, off the post, into the post. Somehow she managed to hang on to that and score. So Beryl Friday, interestingly, if you look at Beryl, for the first time I've seen her this season, doesn't have the knee strapped, but started the game with it strapped, didn't she? I'm pretty sure it was. Seems to have taken it off.
Oh, you're testing my memory far too well, Millsy.
I spent too much time watching netball, clearly. So, oh, it's Holland, short shot. It goes out, Condren with it. No, it's, sorry, Sherlaw. Now the Jets are on a roll. They're down by 7. They're center next. This will make it 5 if they score here and next. Of course, the Cougars do have a timeout left. And, oh, long pass across to Condren. Oh, at full stretch, Bell. She's in super shot range. And Friday can't hang on to it. That pass just had a little bit too much heat on it. The turnover goes unrewarded. So, what happened there? Back with the Cougars. They're just doing what Cougars do, aren't they, Hannah?
Oh, they certainly are. It's interesting. The Cougars won the first quarter really strongly, and now the fourth quarter they're leading. So I guess they sort of just held on through the second and third, and now they're bringing out the magic.
Well, the Jets played pretty good netball in second and third quarters. They got the margin back. They tied it up. They had a chance to lead twice and didn't take it, but they did tie it up twice. So now it's out by 8, and with only 7:41 to play, it's getting harder by the second. And this defence by the Cougars, they are slowing the ball down, contesting everything.
Bell and Friday looking a little bit stuck in the circle there.
So Friday now finds Bell beautifully with that sleight of hand pass. Back to 7, 43, 46.
7 probably too far to climb up at this point.
Ooh, that's a big call. You got a team that has Charlie Bell and it can score quickly. I reckon we'll see Cubby again before the game's out. And she just turns and shoots, so they could get some quick ones. The trouble is, how do you stop the other end? That's your problem.
Yeah, and this combination here, the quick hands of my, she'll find anyone under that circle.
Oh, seriously, Liz White, you are a genius. Catalini has come on. Looked a bit shaky in the sort of third quarter there, but this last quarter, playing like a champion player. And they turn it over again, the Cougars. A bit of the air going out of the Jets' tyres at the moment. Crowd sort of out of it as well.
And there's Holland just turns and shoots.
And the margin is 9. You said 7 was a bit far. I reckon 9 could be even further.
Yeah, look, I don't see the Cougars losing this one.
And Hams just pulls that out of Mai's hand. She won't mind that. That'll use up a few precious seconds. Holland, this is for your margin of 10, Hannah D.
Oh, just misses. It's making me nervous.
Holland keeping it interesting. You called it by 10. It is 10 at the moment. I was only off by 37 at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, you were very off.
Very off. A lot of people tell me that. So back with the Jets now. Bell under the hoop. She continues to just grind out these goals. That's goal number 36 from 40 attempts at 90%.
She's had a great game today, Bell has.
Don't forget, the next one at 12 is the team from Townsville, Mendy Rays. They're taking on the QT netball side. Both teams in pretty good form. Rays were good last week. Had a couple of Fiji internationals in their side.
They do, and I believe they do again today.
They do indeed. So the shot there from Bell. Long range, downtown, 48.
She slaps the hands together, so Bell is just driving her team in this last quarter to do something here.
And that one goes to Fitzpatrick, again off the centre pass.
Over to Catalini.
Catalini looks like she's played all year with them.
I know.
I know she's an old Cougars player, but that's all I know. I don't know how long ago. She wasn't there last year, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't believe.
I can't believe she was there the year before. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
So I only came on board late in that first season. So I'm not 100% sure. But the ball back with the Jets now. They are down by 10. It looks like Cubbies come on at wing attack. This is interesting. As O'Brien's gone to the bench. That's something you don't see a lot. Maybe she's resting up for the big AFLW Grand Final this afternoon.
Potentially. So we know that she's playing that straight after this.
She is, 2:15.
My goodness, that is Superwoman right there.
I've been saying that for a while. It's exciting. She could be drafted into the proper AFLW, like the professional league, so to speak. And yeah, that'll be exciting for her. And she's still, the way the season falls, she'll still be able to play netball. There she is, O'Brien. Look at her, just resting up, thinking about the big game. So ball back with the Jets now. Beryl Friday at GA goes long and throws it out in the full. Crashes into our sponsor, Legassic Sign. Our sponsors are magnificent. Major partners are Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade. Bondi Vite and Strappit, the official partners. And don't forget, HART Sports, the principal sponsor. Been with us 3 years. We hope they continue. Back now with the Cougars. Oh, nice play here.
Yeah, such
Seriously.
quick hands there. Catalini and Mai, this combination is just thrilling to watch.
Playing like a firebird, Catalini. 60-49. Is now the time we say to Beck Stow stay with the Mia Stow stay with the Firebirds? Cougars don't need you.
Oh.
Is that a bit early?
Oh, I don't know. I think that's a bit early, Millsy.
It was a joke. It was a joke, Mia. just a bit of humour. So.
Of course, we have seen Ruby make her debut, so it would be awesome to have.
It's a bit tougher in the
Mia
shooting
make
end,
it as
though.
well.
You've got Romelda, you've got Gretel, and of course you've got Tipper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like.
All international players.
Absolutely,
now,
yeah.
So.
Like, being the fourth string shooter in that, yeah, it's going to be tough. But if they're winning by heaps or losing by heaps, you never know. So
Yeah, well,
they're playing Adelaide. That's a winnable game for them.
Yeah, of course. Ruby made her debut through injury of Rudy Ellis, so we never hope for injury.
No,
but if
that's
it means
true.
that Mia can get a moment on court.
So ball back with Holland. She shoots and scores. I nearly said Stour then. 62-50. It's gone out to 12. So the Cougars, last time they played, it got out to 19. So it probably won't be that. So the Jets can take some sort of solace from that they're getting closer.
Yeah, the Cougars are just absolutely driving this home. This quarter so far, 19-9. So fourth quarter for the Cougars is clearly they just leave everything on court.
So Hellbill there on Numata, and Pollock's back on at wing defence for the Jets. She'll get us going again.
So Cubby in wing attack, she hasn't entered his goal attack. So we've got the three shooters lining up. But it's just not working for the Jets, unfortunately.
It's fallen in a bit of a hole at the moment. Yeah, I don't know where the Jets go from here. Like, this was a game they probably would have, well, they really were up for it. They won second and third quarters.
3 quarters of really good netball.
Faded away in the last, haven't they?
And
What's the margin at the moment? 20-9.
Yeah, and look, I guess I did say that when you have a starting 7 and a consistent 10 for the whole season, that can be an advantage. But in terms of fatigue, I guess perhaps that's what we're seeing here.
Well, maybe the bye last week as well. Like, it was a forced bye because of COVID. We went to lockdown.
Yes.
This was actually supposed to be the bye round because all our 19s and 17s should have been at Nationals. So this was the actual scheduled bye round. That got changed because of that filthy disease of COVID. And Cougars seem to have bounced back quickest on it.
This combination here, I'll say it again, Catalini and Mai, they're just working so well together. They can't finish it off, but...
Catalini's got the smile, the biggest smile I've ever seen, I think, on her face at the moment. She is loving being out there. As the margin gets out to 14. And Friday gets one back. They're winning this quarter by 11, 21-10. 21 goals in a quarter. Boy, oh boy, this is what Cougars do. We didn't think they'd get anywhere near their average of 70.
Riley Holland just stands still under the post, puts a hand up, doesn't even need to move.
This is an emphatic statement about the premiership to me. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, look, I think the whole season we've suspected that Cougars will take it out. Anything can happen in finals, though, but there's no way that they wouldn't be in the final, that's for certain.
We'll get a much clearer picture next week. QUT, of course, play the Cougars. And, like, if that's another game like this where it blows out towards the end, you'd have to say Cougars are the... I'm off to sports bet. That'd be the shortest price favourite ever. shorter than Black Caviar. So.
And I guess just to top things off, of course, they're missing one of their best players, Baker Dorian and Stour, and they're
two of the best.
The dream team shooting duo. So to bring in.
And they had the season-ending injury to Cogwan as well. So
yeah, they did.
We were big fans of her.
Oh,
hello, what's
interesting
going on here?
footwork
Catalini.
there from Catalini.
From downtown, Holland puts the cherry on top. It's a margin of 16.
Yep.
Cougars, too good in the end. Final quarter, 24-10. Tell me what I just saw, Hannah Davies. That last quarter.
The Cougars, they just leave nothing on court. Every best move from them we just saw. Catalini, we of course haven't seen the entire season. I'd love to know where she's been practicing and training, because wherever it is, let's send some more of the girls there, because that was an awesome performance from her. Holland just shooting from everywhere, just across the entire court from the Cougars was pretty awesome.
What did Holland finish up with? 45 from 51 at 88%, matched by Bell on the other side, 40 out of 44 at 91. Friday 2 from 2, Cubby 10 from 14. And let's talk about Catalini. She was 0 from 2 and she finished with 7 out of 11. Marika's 14 out of 15 for only one quarter of netball. So talk to me, who's the best for the Jets, you'd say, in the losing side?
Oh, best for Jets would have to be Charlie Bell for me. To me, she's the most consistent. She always does her job. They do change around the goal attack and the wing attack a little bit, so she has to deal with some different combinations. But to me, her positioning and her movement would stand out today.
Condren, for me, I thought she was brilliant, particularly in that second quarter. The first half was encouraging. The second quarter, brilliant, and I thought she was outstanding all game. Got a little bit lost in the last part, obviously, as the Cougars started running away from it. Obviously, they just sort of worked her out towards the end. Let's talk about the Cougars. Can you pick a bad player? Let's pick a bad player.
No.
You can't, can you?
I honestly couldn't. I
who's
loved
the best?
seeing the sister duo, Vivian and Naomi, though. Naomi, of course, doesn't usually play on the side, and she, really forced a few switch-ups in the Jets shooting in there, and did really well. Of course, Riley Holland was awesome for me today. Started in goal attack, and then played goal shooter with Catalini, and she played brilliantly with both combinations. But Lisa Maimai as well. I mean, the quick hands of her, particularly with Catalini, it was awesome to watch.
Well, you could pick any of those players, and I'll go back again. Martina Riekers was brilliant. Played, 14 minutes of the game. Holland on limited minutes played 59.
Yep. And
somehow, Liz White, you continue to impress me. That was a masterstroke there, bringing Catalini in, and she just dominated. Bianca Catalini, someone we know nothing about, and she looked like she meant it. And there's Riekers there looking pretty relaxed. Just had a big yawn on camera. And I just played one quarter of netball and look at it go. Well, that wraps up game 1 of 4. Don't forget, we're back at 12 on the Facebook channel. We are bringing you the team from North Queensland, the Mendy Rays, who are in pretty good nick. They're taking on QUT netball. That's from 12. That's you and I calling that one. And then we've got at 2, Tigers versus Wildcats. And the last one tonight, it is the battle for 4th. It is the Thunder versus the Bull Sharks. It's the battle of the coasts. Is it better in the north or better in the south? The two coast sides taking each other on. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, all of them. HART Sapphire Series, of course, is sponsored by Heart Sports. Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade are our major partners. Bondi Vite and Strap It, official partners. All the pictures brought to you by Gina and the team at Double Take Sports, the best in the business. Hannah Davies, it's been a pleasure commentating with you again. We'll be back just before 12 for the one from North Queensland, yeah?
We certainly will be, can't wait.
We'll say bye for now, and as always, be brilliant, people.